Hey everybody, welcome to The Mix. My name is Lauren Rangel.
And I'm Jordan Chaffer. Today we'll be discussing some celebrity news, more video game news, and we'll be joined by Kathy Kutev to discuss the Oscars.
Later, Cole Sala will be introducing Cameron Smith to a popular TV show, The Office. Don't go anywhere, this is The Mix. According to SuperData, Fortnite's revenue dropped 48% in January. December was a peak month in sales, and the end of the shopping season could be the reason for this sharp drop. But recently, a competitor from Apex Legends and a questionable sales choice could increase the size of the drop.
On Thursday, February 21st, Nintendo of America's president and CEO Reggie Fils-Aime announced his retirement after 15 years. The gaming company's new CEO was also announced, and his name is Doug Bowser. This caused quite a stir among fans of Nintendo. For those who are not aware, Nintendo's mascot is the popular video game plumber Mario, and his arch nemesis is King Bowser.
Gwyneth Paltrow has recently announced that the upcoming movie Avengers Endgame will be her last appearance as Pepper Potts. She was first given the role all the way back in 2008 in the first official MCU movie Iron Man. Since then, she has appeared in over 6 different Marvel films as Pepper and had a major role in the plot of 2013's Iron Man 3. Paltrow told Entertainment Tonight that she thinks she's a little too old to continue playing the character, who is currently engaged to Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, thus saying she will probably be her final appearance, causing fans to speculate that she may be killed off in the next movie.
A few weeks ago, Jussie Smollett, an actor in Empire, filed a report that he was attacked in Chicago. After a twist of events, Smollett turned himself in for paying the 2 men to orchestrate the assault. He appealed to court for filing a false police report and on a felony charge of disorderly conduct, but he quickly left jail after posting a bond. Police say he did it because he wanted to promote his career and get a raise. Smollett will be removed from the final 2 episodes of the Empire season.
If you've been on any type of social media in the past 2 weeks, then you've heard about Jordan Woods. Kylie Jenner's soon-to-be ex-best friend was accused of hooking up with Khloe Kardashian's now ex-boyfriend Tristan Thompson. Jordan recently appeared on a Red Table Talk with the host Jada Pinkett Smith to let the world sip her tea before she apologized to the Kardashian-Jenner family.
Old school Disney Channel fans, rejoice. On February 28th, the Jonas Brothers released a new song and music video called Sucker, featuring the significant others, actress Priyanka Chopra, Game of Thrones and X-Men actress Sophie Turner, and Danielle Jonas. It's been 6 years since the band originally split. In addition to the song release, the Jonas Brothers will be joining the Late Late Show host James Corden on his show for Jonas Week, which starts March 4th and goes through Thursday, March 7th.
In late February, Aquaman 2's release date has been set for December 16, 2022. It has not yet been confirmed if the first movie's director, James Wan, will return to the sequel. Fans of the DC movie universe will wait about a year longer than waiting for Wonder Woman 3 1984, which was originally set for 2019 release. However, due to wanting the movie to come out the same weekend of the first Wonder Woman movie, the sequel was moved to June 5, 2020 release date.
When we come back, we're going to discuss some news from Nintendo as well as movie developments from Lucasfilm and R. Kelly news. Stay tuned.
Before we went on break, we gave you some quick news pieces, and now we are going to go into depth on certain headlines. It was announced at the beginning of February that Microsoft is bringing Xbox Live cross-platform support to the Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android devices. There are many rumors contemplating what exactly this means for Xbox and Switch players. As of right now, Xbox Live players can log into their accounts on Nintendo Switch for certain games, for example, Minecraft. Gamers speculate that they will soon be able to play games such as Halo and other Xbox exclusives on the Nintendo Switch. This has many wondering what Sony's plans are for cross-platform gaming. Sony has been hesitant to join the cross-platform gaming trend. However, Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida announced that the company is thinking of ways to make the best experience for Fortnite and Overwatch players and will start offering cross-platform interaction for those gamers.
On the last episode, we talked about Lucasfilm director and producer J.J. Abrams wrapping up photography for Star Wars Episode 9. Early in 2018, Lucasfilm confirmed that this movie will be the final chapter in the Skywalker saga, which began in 1977 with Star Wars: A New Hope, and continued through various movies, sequels, books, and video games for the next 42 years. Although this saga is ending, another one begins. Rian Johnson, the director of The Last Jedi, announced in 2017 that he was working on his Star Wars trilogy that will introduce new characters to the Star Wars galaxy. After The Last Jedi premiered, fans had mixed reactions to the movie. Rumors began that Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy was canceled and that the director would no longer be working with Lucasfilm. Rian quickly debunked the rumors and assured fans that he is still working on the movies. Johnson is still in the early development stages of planning, and no other details have been provided.
Last Wednesday, Nintendo announced 2 new Pokemon entries into the Pokemon video game universe. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will introduce us to the Galar region. The games will be launched for Nintendo Switch, joining Pokemon Tournament and Pokemon Let's Go as Switch-only Pokemon games. The trailer was released on Pokemon Day, which is the anniversary of the day Pokemon Red and Blue released in Japan in 1996. While the game is introducing us to a new region, we also got a look at 3 new starter Pokemon, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble.
On Friday, February 22nd, R&B star R. Kelly was arrested and charged with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sex abuse. The following day, Kelly appeared in front of a judge and ordered that the singer's bail be set at $100,000. A Chicago woman, Valencia Love, who owns a local diner in Chicago, posted Kelly's bail with 4 payments of $25,000. As a result of this action, Love is receiving backlash in the form of bad reviews on her restaurant. Her diner's Yelp reviews show many people giving the establishment 1 star and include people saying how they will never eat at the restaurant owned by someone who supports R. Kelly. The singer is due back in court on March 22nd.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, Jordan and I will be sitting down with Cassie Kutif to discuss this year's Oscar awards, so don't go anywhere.
Award season is in full swing, and today we'll be discussing the Oscars.
Here to talk with us about Oscar night is Casey Kutev.
The 91st Annual Academy Awards, more commonly known as the Oscars, was held on Sunday, February 24th. This year's award ceremony followed an untraditional format, since there's no one to host the ceremony, but some of comedy's most beloved actresses, Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, and Maya Rudolph, gave an opening monologue, even though they made sure to remind us that they were not Sunday night's hosts. The Academy Awards was also a show of diversity amongst award winners, such as the Hispanic movie Roma, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, which won Best Director and Cinematography. Egyptian-American Rami Malek was the winner for the Best Actor nomination for the beloved Freddie Mercury biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. Among with them, Spike Lee won Best Adapted Screenplay for Black Klansman, and Ruth Carter won Best Costume Design for Black Panther. In addition, Green Book took home Best Picture. It was certainly a night marked by inclusivity.
Yeah, many great things did happen, and it was pretty great. What was your favorite moment of the Oscars?
One of my favorite moments, honestly, was Billy Porter with that wicked tuxedo dress.
Yes.
I mean, it takes a special beauty to rock the androgyny, you know?
Yes,
just
for
stunning.
Sure. And you have to love when Spike Lee jumps up in the air when he wins his award. That was fun.
And Sam Jackson was there to give him that giant hug. That was pretty great.
More like a very happy grapple.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was great. It was definitely a great year for superhero fans and people of color, honestly, because Black Panther won all those awards, and Into the Roma, yeah, of course, and Into the Spider-Verse won Best Animated Film, and that was pretty amazing.
Absolutely. And I mean, with Ruth Carter with costumes and with Black Panther was absolutely. I mean, the costumes. Have you seen the costumes in Black Panther?
It's incredible.
Yes.
It's stunning.
I mean, I've seen the movie 8,000 times.
That's
so,
it?
Yeah.
Only 8,000
Just 8,000?
times.
Only,
I've
yeah.
seen 10,000.
Yeah, I mean, those are rookie numbers. I gotta get those numbers up. Yeah.
Wakanda forever, right?
Wakanda forever and always.
Speaking of stunning, can we talk about Amy Poehler's wearing pants?
First of all, I love Amy Poehler, especially her in Parks and Rec. And she rocks the pantsuit no matter what, whether it's in television or whenever she's on the Oscars. It's incredible. I loved it.
Honestly, I think when it comes to Maya Rudolph, Tina Fey, and of course Leslie Knopp, I know they said they weren't the host, but to me they were the host because they had that powerful, funny opening monologue, which was, of course, comedy gold.
I honestly don't know why the Oscars didn't go ahead and just ask them to host. Like, it just, I mean, they were already there, so why not, you know?
I think they were trying to do something different and something unique, also with kind of the Kevin Hart controversy going on. But I mean, I think everyone was trying to go for something different. Even Gaga with her hip outfit.
Yes, her hip outfit, and it's very like understated for Lady Gaga. And it was a beautiful black dress. The only thing that got me was like the hips. Like, if you're tired of holding your hands up, I guess you could just rest them. I don't know.
I mean, she did rest in that egg, and she was in the meat dress, and she had the Alexander McQueen lace mask, or God knows what else she's worn. So I think for Gaga is very much understated, but what caught my attention with Gaga was really not what she was wearing, which is a first, but the shallow performance with her and Bradley Cooper. It was so, it had so much gravitas and it had so much pathos.
Yeah, everyone, with Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga, everyone has convinced themselves that they're actually in love, and that just means they did their job as actors and performers. You know, some would argue they did it too well, because Gaga, I believe it was Jimmy Kimmel. It was one of the Jimmys. I don't know. There's 8,000 Jimmys with a talk show, and she was like, she wrote when he asked if they were actually in love, she rolled her eyes and were like, "No, guys, we're not. Come on, you know."
And basically, Gaga said, you know, the joke is on you. Bradley, they planned for the lights, the camera angles to come up from the audience. I mean, basically, it is their job to bring on the illusion. They're actors. So if it's, you know, being convinced that they're a couple in love, a love story, a love song, they've done their job.
Yeah.
And Bradley Cooper does have a girlfriend, and she was the first one to stand up after they finished. All of it is set to the scene, kind of, it's an illusion.
Yeah.
And they did a perfect job with their illusion.
Right.
Yes.
And now I believe that a meme is being made over, like, for example, my boyfriend and the way he looks at Xbox. So, I mean, if you're made into a meme, then you know.
That's how you know you've made it in 2019, is if you're made into a meme. Yeah, I think that I was very impressed with how the Oscars handled this year, especially coming from a few years ago when everyone looked at the nominees and decided #OscarSoWhite. I'm really, you know, that's growth, you know, and I was really impressed, and you know, some people weren't, but you know, you can't please everyone.
What do you think is the next thing that in the award ceremony that we could grow upon?
More diversity in winning, honestly. Like, you know, this year was a good start, you know, but you know,
you can always grow.
Exactly. There's always room for improvement.
Especially with gender diversity, racial diversity, cultural diversity, LGBT diversity, because in performing arts, it's literally just a complete menagerie of everyone. I think that's the beauty of the performing arts. It's not just the typical straight white male, and we see that in this award season, the diversity of it all.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And each performance tells a different story of someone, and not everybody's story is going to be the same as that one white person that everybody was upset about. Everyone is unique and everyone has their own story. So the Oscars has kind of geared to telling more stories and reaching out, which is really impactful.
Exactly.
When Rami Malek won Best Actor, he talked about being a first-generation Egyptian American. He's the first in his family, and he was also the first Best Actor winner of Egyptian descent to win Best Actor, which is amazing. He was played by Freddie Mercury, and it was just, you know, not a whitewash.
Yeah, it was really great. Well, I definitely do want to wish all who won an Oscar that night a big congratulations, and a special thank you to Cassie for joining us. When we come back, one of our crew members will be showing another crew member the popular show The Office, so stay with us.
Recording. All right, you ready to watch some of the dinner party? All right, I'm Cole Salad. This is Cameron Smith, and we are here to watch The Office, which I've watched upwards of 16 times all the way through. Have you ever seen it?
I've seen nothing of The Office.
All right. Well, do you know anything about it starting off?
I know Jim, I know Dwight, Pam, that's about it.
Basic knowledge. Okay. All right. So The Office takes. I'm going to give you a quick rundown. The Office takes place in Scranton, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
and we've got Michael Scott, who is the regional manager of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, the Scranton branch. And from there, it's just kind of the life of these office workers.
Okay.
But it's hilarious. So you got to give it a chance.
All right.
It's a little awkward humor, but you got to get into the groove of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, let's do this. We're going to watch The Dinner Party, which honestly is one of my favorite episodes and is probably one of the funniest episodes. So if you don't like this one, it's not going to be for you.
All right.
Okay,
Let's give it a try.
let's give it a try.
How about a toast? Dally? Here's to good friends.
Cheers.
Okay, so that's Jam right there. She's the crazy one.
That's who?
Jam.
Jam.
She is dating Michael right now, and just I got a noodle in my throat. And just got fired because she didn't tell the big boss that she was dating Michael.
Okay.
So, but she blamed it on. Now she's gonna sue the company. She's already tried. Michael messed it up, and she blamed it on because she got a boob job, which is ridiculous. You know.
Yes.
Okay, so we're all caught up. You sure you don't want any noodles?
All right.
Okay.
You took me by the hand, made me a man. That one night, you made everything alright.
This person that's singing is Jan's assistant.
Okay.
Young guy. Michael's a little bit jealous because Jan did not tell Michael that she was gonna hire this guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you good
I'm good.
still? How are you liking it?
It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. How does it compare to PewDiePie?
Oh, come on.
Rock alright all night, alright, oh yeah, oh yeah. So rock
He doesn't get up. Steve
You know what?
Carell
Hunter was
is
a
the
terrible
best
assistant.
actor.
That is why Ryan fired him.
Well, I think it's probably just about as reliable as Pam, being that it usually takes you an afternoon to get back to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think she holds on to faxes.
That's Angela. Yeah, the blonde one.
I don't care what they say about me. I just want to eat. Which I realize is a lot to ask for. At a dinner party.
Now,
No, it's hump. There's a hump.
Joe Camel. Joe
Yes.
Camel.
Okay. Yes. The first name of that animal, and the second name is the state where Helena is the capital.
Montana.
Oh!
Joe Montana?
Yes. Done. All right.
Why didn't you just say 49ers quarterback?
All right, Mike.
My turn. My turn. My turn. My
Yeah,
No, I
seriously.
was making people laugh.
No.
Yes, I was watching Jim's face, and he was laughing.
That's so uncomfortable.
Look at him.
That is the beauty
laughing.
of this episode.
Michael and Jan seem to be playing their own separate game, and it's called Let's See How Uncomfortable We Can Make Our Guests. And they're both winning, so I am going to make
There it is. All right, what did you think about it?
That was pretty funny.
Yeah?
A little awkward, but like you said, it's a little awkward.
Yeah, it's like you have to have a certain taste for it. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's too awkward for them.
Yeah.
But you watch PewDiePie, so
yeah.
you know. Yeah.
I agree with it.
Scale 1 to 10. Go ahead.
This episode, probably because I didn't know, probably because I haven't watched it much before it.
Yeah.
Probably like a 7. But
That hurts. Yep.
I haven't seen anything else.
It hurts a little bit, but
So-
yep, that's okay. I'll put it 10 out of 10, but I understand.
That's all I
Would you watch the rest of the show?
I would watch the rest. I would watch the rest of the show. Where would you recommend I start? Season 1.
Season 1.
Season 1.
It's a little rough to get through season 1.
All right.
Success.
Success.
All right.
Well, that's it for this episode of The Mix.
Be sure to follow our social media. Our Twitter and Instagram are at The Crew SFA.
You can also like our Facebook page, SFA The Crew, and check out more content on SFA TV 2.
I'm Jordan Chaffer.
And I'm Lauren Rangel. See you next time.